What's up, YouTube? Let's do the New York Times hard Sudoku puzzle for October 28th, 2025. Before we begin, be sure to subscribe for more Sudoku videos like this. And if you'd like to try the puzzle yourself, there will be a link in the description. So with that said, let's fill the grid. All right, so we have 9 and 9 looking into this box, and we have this 9 here, so that is a 9. It's going to point down here and give us 9 in one of these two cells. We have 7 and 7 looking into this box, so we can mark those two 7s. 8 is going to be in one of these two cells, so over here 8 will be in one of these two cells. Okay. Okay, I don't see a lot else going on this way. Let's look vertically from the top and before we move down to this middle band. So let's see, 9 and 9. Look, and we can place a 9 right here in this box because of this 9 looking over. That's going to put 9 in one of these two cells. 7 is now restricted to these two cells. That's all we got up there. And then 5. These two 7s look into this box, so 7's in one of these two cells. 9, we already have 9 marked here. 1 is in one of these two cells up here with this 1 pointing up. Okay, and I think that's all we have there. And then over here, 5 looks up, 5 looks across, so 5's in one of these two cells. That's going to put 5 in one of these two cells down here. Um, 8 looks into this box, so 8's in one of these two cells here, and then 8's in one of these two cells down here. We got 2 and 2 looking down into this box, so 2's in one of these 3 cells. Okay, and I think that is all we have going vertically from the top. So let's move down to this middle band. We have 4 and 4 looking into this box, so 4 is in one of these 3 cells. This 5 looks across here. This 5 looks up, so we do have a 5-7 pair right here. So let's see, the 8 sees this cell, so now 8 is restricted to these two cells. That's going to put 8 up here somewhere, and the reason for that is that these 8s that we have locked in over here line up with these 8s. So you're either going to have 8 here and 8 here for these two rows, or you're going to have an 8 here or an 8 here, and either way it eliminates 8s from all of these cells. So 8 is going to be up here somewhere. We also have a 3 looking up into this box, and since we have this 5-7 pair, this has to be a 3 now. And so up here we can pencil 3s. This is actually a pair at this point, so we still need a 2 and an 8, and the 2 has to go here and the 8 goes here. So that means that's an 8. And now 2 is going to be up here somewhere in this box. And let's fill this box in. We're down to 3. We need a 1, 3, and 6. And 1 and 6 sees this cell, so that's a 3. This is 1, 6. So can we do anything with the 3? Not yet. This is a triple. This is going to be a 1, 4, 6. That's 1, 4. That's 1, 4, or 6, and this is 4 or 6. This is down to 4, this row. So we have this 1, 6 here. So we still need a 3, 5, 7, and 9. That's just 3, 9. That's just 5, 7. And that's 3, 5, or 9, not 7. So that actually gives us a 5, 7 pair in the row, which eliminates 5 from here. Gives us a 3, 9 pair for the box, as well as the row. So let's look at these 4 cells. We need a 2, 5, 7, 8. So this is just 5, 7. This is just 2, 8, because we have 5, 7 in the column. This is 2, 5, 7, or 8, and this is just 2, 5, or 8. It can't be a 7. Over here in this column, we're down to a pair. And actually this 8 means that this is an 8, and this is a 3. So before I go back to this column, this 3 looks across and this 3 looks up. So that's going to give us a 3, 5 pair right here. And actually we have this given 3 right here. So this is actually just a 3 right there, and that's a 5. We can place another 5 right here. So that means that's a 7, that's a 5. That means this is a 5. We got 5 down here in one of these 2 cells. All right, so that's not 8. So for this column, let's look at the column again. We need a 1 and a 4. We also need a 1, 4 in this row. Let's look at this column. We need a 1, 2, 7. Right? We still need a 7 in this column. It's got to go right here. So now we have a pair, and it's going to be a 1, 2. And this is just going to be 2, 4 to fill out the box. So let's look at this column, and we'll fill this box out in the process. We need a 2, 4, and 6. Okay, might as well look this way at this row and maybe this box. Actually, everything up here, because everything is down to 4. The box, the 2 boxes, and the row, and not this row, but the boxes are. So we need a 1, 2, 4, 8 in this box. So it looks like 2 can go anywhere. And it looks like 4 can go anywhere. Actually, though, we do have a 1, 2, 4 triple in this row. So the only place for 6. Yeah, so that was kind of a tedious way to find it. But this 6 sees this cell, and this 6 claims, this, I'm not sure how to articulate it exactly, but this 6 claims these 2 cells. Like in other words, these 2 cells cannot be 6 because we have a 6 right here. It claims 6 for the box, I guess is how you would say it. So this can only be a 6. It's the only place for a 6 in that row. All right, so let's go over here. We need a 1, 4, 6, 7. Looks like that could be any one of them. This could be 1, 6 or 7, not a 4. This could be 1, 4, 6, but not a 7. Okay. All right, so we are all marked up here. And actually, this looks like we have a 2, 8. Let me just double check. This is a 2, 7, 8 triple right here. This can only be 2, 8. This can only be 2, 8. So this has to be a 7. Actually, when I placed that 5, I had 7s pencil marked in those 2 spots. So that made that a 7. All right, so let's move down to, let's see. There's a lot of things we could do here. Let's look here. Let's look up and down here. We got 8 and 8. We have our 8s marked. 3 is going to be in one of these 2 cells. We have 2s marked. We have 9s marked. We have 5s marked. Okay, so everything is marked there. We don't have a lot to look at this way. Although 7 is going to be in one of these 2 cells. We can maybe look at this column. This column is 1, 4, 6, 8 is what's needed, and 1, 6, and 8 see this cell, so this is a 4. So that's not 4 anymore. Now we just need 1, 6, 8 for this column. Okay. All right, where do we look now? Let's maybe look at this row since it's down to 4. We need 2, 3, 7, and 9. That's 2, 3, 9. Actually, 3, 7, and 9 all see this cell, so this has to be a 2. That gives us a 3, 9 right here. So we got 1, 2, 4, and 8. So this has to be 4, 8 only, and actually it can't be a 4 either because 4 in this box is limited to these two cells. This 4 sees this cell. So this has to be an 8. That means this is an 8. That means this is a 2, this is an 8. That's not 2. So this column is just down to 1, 4, and 3, 9. All right, let's look at this. Yeah, this 2 points up here. I should take that 2 out. 2 is going to be in one of these two cells. We need a 1, 4, 6, 8 for this column. So the only place for 8 is right here, because 8 is in this box. 8 sees this cell, so this is the only place for 8. So we're down to 1, 4, 6. So both of these are 4, 6. So this is the only place for 1 in the column. That means this is a 4. This is 1, 2. Okay, 2 comes out of there. So now this has to be a 2 for the column. Actually, this 6 means that this is a 4. This is 1, 4. That's 4 and 2. That's a 6. And finish these two columns. This is a 4 and this is a 1. 1's going to be in one of these 3 cells. I probably don't need to continue penciling here. Let's just try to do it without that. This is now a 4. This is 6. This is 1. This is 6. All right, what are we down to here? 2, 5, and 6. So this has to be a 2 for the bottom row. This has got to be 5. This is 6. 6 and 1. 1 and 7. That's got to be 7 now. This is 3. 9. 3. 9. 3. That's not 2. Oop. So we need a 5 and a 9. So the 5 goes here, the 9 goes here. All right. Not too bad today. We had the 5, 7 pair right here. I think that was important. Then we also had, I think that led to a lot of stuff, this 5, 7 right here. And I think that was the key. That's the one thing that sticks out in my mind about this puzzle. And then, yeah, it went pretty smooth. Let me know how you did in the comments, and I'll see you next time.